All right, everybody. It is way too early in the morning here, and poor Adam here. He is the owner of Stanimal's hostel, and not just one, but two. He's got two locations, and I can personally attest to both of them. I've stayed in the one in Glasgow as well as the one here in Waynesboro, and they're both just phenomenal. But enough about that. That's my take on it. I wanted to introduce you to Adam, who's the owner. And Adam, would you please just kind of give everybody a little bit of a background as far as like when you decided to do this? Was it based off of your through hike and how long have you been doing it, etc.?
Yeah, no, thanks for taking the time to sit with me this morning. It's awesome. We've really enjoyed having you here, so thanks for staying, and it's been a blast. This is season number 9 for us.
Wow.
It seems like it's flown by. We've got the location here in Waynesboro and the other spot in Glasgow. They're about 75 trail miles apart. Waynesboro is the bigger of the two properties. We sleep about 25 hikers here in Waynesboro and 15 down in Glasgow.
And you connect between the two of them, don't you? As far as shuttling and everything else?
Work pretty closely between the two of them. Moving gear and mail drops and stuff between the two. A lot of slack packing between both locations, and I think, in those sections you're going over the Priest and Three Ridges, and I think especially since
you say Three Ridges and everybody it's going.
Well, especially as it gets warmer too.
Oh yeah.
So people are always looking for ways to make the miles a little easier. So we do our best. Honestly, this is I had awesome help last year. I have probably the best help I've ever had in 9 years. My job is easier, but the workload is tremendous right now. And with the help that we have, Charlie's in Glasgow, running that place. He's been down there before. Pilgrim Daniel is here in Waynesboro. He's my lead guy here. We've got Redbeard that through hiked last year. Strings is down in Glasgow. The help is awesome.
Yeah.
Joanna Doodlebug, Redbeard's wife, she helps us here at the Waynesboro property. It's so much fun. Lots of smiles, lots of laughs. And it makes the days kind of fly by. So.
Well, it's funny is we just, for everybody here, you just saw his phone go, and I will tell you that, and bless his heart, this man has my complete sympathy, being 24 years in the Army and stuff, and just knowing how that goes. This man right here, when you dial and or text that number that you see for Stanimals for both locations, you're getting his phone right here, and bless his heart, all day and all night. and the good thing though, here's the thing: there are a lot of people that would ordinarily turn their phones off at a certain point and just say, okay, enough. And I know just from firsthand experience, as well as anecdotally through either Charlie or Pilgrim running both your sites here, that you answer that phone. And more importantly, it's not about like, oh, well, I'm going to get somebody else in the hostel, No, you answer that phone at 1 o'clock in the morning when you have a hiker that's up on a ridge line and is having issues. They all of a sudden got caught in some weather and their bag is soaked through, and there's the potential for hypothermia or other type things. And so to that, I say thank you and kudos. And you guys, from my experience, that's what has set you apart. Both your locations, there's a continuity of service there. To me, what has set you all apart is the fact that there's a level of care and concern that goes above and beyond just the, hey, welcome to our hostel,
No, we talked a little bit yesterday, and I totally appreciate those kind of words, and that's the honest truth. This came up last night. It's funny you bring this up, because somebody said to me last night, like, why don't you just go home and turn your phone off? My phone never gets turned off, and I could never turn my phone off. I don't think, and hopefully people know that if there's an issue that they can call us, and at this point, hiker hostel and hiker shuttle is never going to be about money, and I think if it is, you're not going to last long, and it's about helping people, the seasons don't last forever. You know, there are short windows. You just try to help as many people as you can in a short amount of time. And you know, I think right now that's, you know, we're doing that better than we've ever done that. And the product, you know, the result is, you know, I mean, I sent everybody a text last night, all the help, and you know, people at the cabins and here in Glasgow, and it was like, hey, you know, nothing but rave reviews and positive praise, and it's so nice to hear all that stuff. Like, of course, when something goes wrong, you hear about it.
You definitely hear it, yeah.
But right now, like, it's amazing. Like, I mean, probably 4 or 5 times yesterday in the office, people just come in and say, hey, everything's, you know, super clean and it's great and we love it, and that just like makes you feel like you're helping people, and you're doing the right thing, and people recognize that. But ultimately, you guys are having fun out there, and that's fun to see. I mean, I'd love to be out there.
What year did you? Because you through hiked the AT, correct?
Yeah, I through hiked in 04.
In 04, okay, so it's been a while. So you probably got the itch every once in a while sitting there.
Yeah,
you know, people going through.
I was on the PCT in 2010. Did 1300 on the PCT.
Fantastic.
The southern half, and then came back out here in 2012 and did Damascus to Duncannon again. So I don't know. It's probably been 9 years now since I've done a long section. But
maybe you got to go out there and lash or something for several months.
I don't know if I have another through hike in me, but I could maybe.
Oh, come on now, brother! you just said 40s, and I just turned 50, so you know I think you got it in you. But no, I just really appreciate it. Are there any tips that you could give to through hikers, whether it's specifically here to Stanimals or any places they're hiking on, things that you think that you've seen trip them up when it comes to trying to either get into hostel, like things they can do to help properly plan out their
I mean, I think right now
stays.
There's a major problem with mail service, mail drops. You know, right now, USPS, UPS, FedEx, they're all behind, and it seems like every year, but especially this one, like people end up waiting for packages, and
right.
You know, try to minimize that stuff, of course. You know, I mean, buy your you know, do your resupplies in town. Almost every trail town at least has a Dollar General, or I mean, Waynesboro is, if not the biggest trail town, you know, it's one of the bigger ones. Waynesboro has every service, tons of restaurants, tons of fast food, has Walmart Supercenter, has an awesome outfitter. I mean, almost every hiker stops in Waynesboro and stays a couple nights. Northbounders, you're going into the Shenandoah. You know, it's a nice break, it's a nice stop. You know, you can kind of recalibrate and make sure you're totally on point.
You just finished Priest and Three Ridges.
Hardest section in VA, like, you know, take a breather. No, but you know, that I think trying to minimize the mail drops. You know,
I guess with the advent of Venmo and Cash App and all these other things, perhaps it's not as necessary as it was in the past for folks to, or even yourself, to try and mail yourself, you know, packages.
Right.
When you can just, if they want to help, you know, to get you some food or stay at a hostel, they can literally send it to your Venmo account or Cash App.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we can get creative with that kind of stuff, and you know, again, if we can help you all work between the two locations, we're happy to do that. If we can make the miles easier, we're happy to do it. I mean, we tell everybody, if you have a question or concern, just ask. We'll do whatever we can. I know these guys, Pilgrim and Charlie down in Glasgow, for sure, my lead guys, and speak for everybody else. We'll do whatever we can to help. And,
sure.
And there's no question there's no question that's like, hey, you know, that's a stupid question, or hey, you should never ask that. I mean, we will honestly do whatever we can, and that's a lot of hostels out there, and I think that's what makes the trail fun, right? I mean, you come to hostel to get information, I mean, we sat last night at the dining room table and we talked about what's open in the park, what's not open, resupply options, how many days of food do I carry out of Waynesboro, you know, if you don't talk to somebody at a hostel, you could be carrying 5, 6, 7 days of food.
Absolutely.
To Front Royal, when every thru hiker out there should, you know, 2-3 days is, you know, you'll be fine. You'll get to Front Royal, and you know, you'll save yourself some weight. You know, resupply along the way. And
absolutely. And if you will, real quick, I know you're busy, so I just wanted to, for all those watching out there, if they come into, or they're coming into Glasgow, where would be the pickup point that they would look to be picked up at?
Waynesboro's or Glasgow is a little funny. There's no service at all at the James River Footbridge. You got to call from, it's the Sulphur Springs Trailhead.
Okay, which is several miles back.
It's about 5 miles
Gotcha.
South of the 501.
So make sure to do that.
Call or text the number either Gut Hook or the AT guide.
Okay.
You'll get Charlie and you'll arrange your pickup there. You get down to the footbridge, you will not have service. You will have to walk up the road and find the random spot to get a text
Gotcha.
out. So do it in advance if you want to be picked up. Our drivers are prompt. They'll be there at the 501. They'll get you in. Pickup, drop off included. Laundry's included.
Fantastic.
$30 bunks in Glasgow and a couple semi-private spots down there as well. Waynesboro, you get to Rockfish Gap. You call or text. Every provider has service. You're totally fine. That goes right to me, and I'll make sure I have a driver up there. We're 3-4 miles away. We'll get you picked up. Again, same thing. Pick up, drop off. Laundry's included in Waynesboro. $30 bunks in private rooms.
Fantastic. Well, once again, just thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate the time, and I will tell you that you know, there are hostels all throughout the trail that can make you feel welcome and everything else. I think there are very few that can make you feel like you're at home. And you all have made me feel like I'm at home, hence why I stayed here for a week, and then down in Glasgow as well. And I just appreciate you. I appreciate Charlie down there. Shout out to you, Charlie, and also to Pilgrim up
You always
there.
got a home here, man. You're always welcome back, and we, you know, that goes for everyone. I mean, come and see us. We're here.
Alrighty. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Adam.
Yeah.